Hey guys, thank you for tuning in, and I hope that your day is off to a wonderful start, and I hope that it has a wonderful ending. I am coming in to talk to you about a new feature that Acorns is promoting right now. Okay, so what is going on in the Acorns world? First of all, if this is your first time tuning into the channel, hey, I'm Kiana, and I am a CPA. I went to school for business, and I also went into accounting as my minor. So I just love budgeting, working with numbers. I love math and anything that has to do with numbers because it makes sense. So hey, how you doing? It's me. So this year in 2019, I'm all about promoting Black wealth and just wealth in general for all of us, but really specifically working with my own people for us to take the regular steps, the normal steps, the everyday steps, the opportunities that are out here that we can take advantage of that a lot of us don't. So one of the things that a lot of us don't take advantage of is online banking. This is for the millennials. Millennials do things a lot different. We like things easy, quick, fast. We are the microwave society. And we realize that things don't have to be as hard as they have been in the past. One thing that was a struggle in the past is writing out checks, balancing a checkbook, maintaining a bank account, and having to go into those branches. Now we have online banking such as Chime, link in the description box below. There's a referral link, and banks like Capital One 360 as well. Link will be in the description box below for that also. So some of the things that used to have to go down back in the day, they don't really have to go down now. Now, when it comes to investing, saving, and applying for loans, one of the investment companies that I deal with is Acorns. Why? Because they have the rollover change program. I don't have to think about saving or investing. I don't have to do anything. The millennials are a hands-off society. We have found a way to take our hands off of everything and still be able to be happy. We have made it very popular to have passive income streams. We have made these things very popular, which means money that you make that you really don't have to do anything for, or if you have to do something, it's not much. You just keep it rolling. So we're the hands-off society. We're the hands-off community. Well, with Acorns, I feel that way. I feel like everything is hands-off. I really don't have to do anything. Money is automatically put into my investment account. Change is automatically being dropped into that account, so I don't ever miss it. Every time I check my account, it's like, wow, I saved this much money, and I really didn't even do anything, So that's the great thing about Acorns. Now, what I came across, Acorns contacted me, and they made me aware that they are supporting they're sponsoring the Lending Club. And what the Lending Club is a whole bunch of banks and investors that got together, and they're willing to lend people money. And so that's basically what it is. You can apply for a loan, and when you apply for this loan, it's not a hard inquiry on your credit report. It's actually not an inquiry at all from what I read on your credit report. So your credit score is not affected. When I went through the application, it did not even ask for a social security card. So that is what it is. Okay, so Acorns is the investment app, website, company, and Lending Club is being sponsored by Acorns. So what they have going on right now, guys, it's 2019, and if you're trying to improve your credit, you may be trying to get a loan. So this video is for you if you are considering getting a loan just to build on your credit. So you might not actually want to go get a car loan, because you might not even want a car. You might not even want that much of a amount to deal with. You may want a $1,000 loan. You might want a $5,000 loan. So with the Lending Club right now, if you apply and qualify for a loan At the minimum, it has to be $5,000. $5,000 or more. The Lending Club is going to invest $50 into your future. They're going to give you $50 free for getting a loan with them, and they're going to invest it into your Acorns account. Now, I think that is absolutely amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Now, what are some of the reasons why you would actually want to get a loan? Like we said before, payments. Showing a payment history is a third of your credit score. A third of your credit score is based off of if you are mature and responsible enough to make payments on time. Are you trustworthy? How can you show that you're trustworthy? By having an accountability partner. And who is your accountability partner in this aspect? Well, it would be whoever you're purchasing or borrowing the money from. So they're counting on you to pay that money back and pay it on time. And if you do, they are supposed to report to the 3 major credit bureaus. Okay, so that is the reason why you would want to take out a loan. Now, if you want to take out a loan that is $5,000, some of the things that you can that they have available here when you are, when you're signing up for the loan, it asks you how much do you want to buy. That's like, how much do you want to borrow, and what do you want to borrow it for? Now, some of the things that they have listed here that they feel are important that you might want to consider if you're thinking of borrowing money just to build your credit, not with the intentions of really actually doing anything with the money, because I particularly would like to know, how long do I have to keep that money for me to get my $50 invested? Because a person like me will go ahead and apply for the $5,000, get the $5,000 loan, figure out if I pay it off within 30 days, would I have to pay any interest? If so, is it less than $50? Or is it no interest at all? Can I just get this $50 invested into my Acorns account, and maybe I'll keep the money for 2 or 3 months just to make 2 or 3 months worth of payments and post it to my credit report, just so that I can say that I did it, so that I can increase my credit score, because that right there will increase your credit score. A $5,000 loan, you paying it back in 2 or 3 months, basically because you're not touching the money. You just want to be able to pay a little bit of interest if that's what you have to do just to get by and get that $50 that they're trying to give you, and show responsibility because you were able to make 3 payments to pay it off. So that would be my judge if I were to participate in something like this. Particularly just to get the documentation on my credit. But some of the things that they thought were good enough for you to use their money for was credit card financing, debt consolidation. That's a really good one. Depending on what the interest rate is with Lending Club, whatever you qualify for, that may be a good thing. Debt consolidation, home improvements, major purchases, buying a home, financing a car, green loan, business, vacation, moving. Hey, if you could borrow some money to start your business, if you are into that, that's a whole nother story, but that would be a great investment. Moving and relocation, medical expenses, and other. They do allow you to click other. Select other. So those are some of the things that they felt like the money could be used for. So basically, I'm just coming to tell y'all, if y'all are, down for $50 being invested into your future, if you were going to apply for a loan anyway, if you want to show some good history, some credit history for a few months, I would definitely say go ahead and apply if you think you will qualify for such a thing. Now, let me tell you some of the stipulations, what they would be for you to qualify, some of the things that you should watch out for, because there are some key factors to look at before you even go and apply for these type of things. But they make it known, Lending Club, they make it known that by you applying for the loans, that it will not affect your credit score. Okay? Now, so you don't have to be worried about that. Now, one of the things that you want to to look out for when you're applying for this is that your credit score should not be below the required minimum. So what do you think the required minimum could be? Let's see. What's the required minimum credit score? I think it varies per company. But let's see if we can research to see if it's what's the required minimum credit score for Lending Club. Okay. Is that information out there? Okay, all right here. Lending Club is the ideal choice for high credit borrowers looking to refinance, consolidate debt. Although borrowers must have a minimum credit score of 640 to qualify, the typical Lending Club borrower has a score of 700. So if you do not have a credit score between 640 and 700, then it's probably a nah. But I think that 640 is actually a decent credit score if you're trying to apply for a $5,000 loan. So if you have a 640, then that's one thing that you don't have to worry about if you are applying for this. So let's go ahead and get that information in here since we did research that. Okay, let's go on and let me tell you about some of the other things that you should watch out for when dealing with the Lending Club. If you have serious delinquencies, so if you have a lot of serious delinquencies, public records, or collections filed, then that might be something that you want to look out for. If you have too few accounts currently not paid as agreed. If you have too few accounts currently paid as agreed. Basically, if you don't have enough accounts open that are in good status. So that would be another thing to look out for. If you have a lot of collection, then probably not. If your score is less than a 640, then probably not. If you don't have any accounts that's in good standing, then probably not. These are some of the things that you need to work on. Okay, portion of balance to credit limits is too high on the bank revolving or other revolving accounts. Numbers of accounts with delinquencies. The amount of your credit requested is too high for your income. So that is the next thing that you want to think about. So you should not. Let's see. What's the amount of credit to request according to your income? Let's see what that would be. What does Google have to say about that? Okay. Let's see here. It's called basically credit utilization. And like debt ratios, they tally all that together. And so what credit utilization is, for instance, if you have a $10,000 credit card and you've already used $5,000 off that credit card, your credit utilization rate would be 50%. So it's a rate, so it's always in percentage. So your credit utilization is the amount of credit you have in portion compared to the portion that you have used. Okay. Okay. When you apply for a credit card, your initial credit limit is based on, let's see. Pull this up here. Okay, so someone asked, and I'm getting this from moneyunder30.com. Somebody asked, what the average credit line for new credit card accounts. And this is going to be the same thing that applies to loans. I'm pretty sure it's just like an overall general answer. Credit limits vary greatly depending on your income, credit score, and existing debt. While you cannot exactly predict your new credit line, here are some guidelines based on national averages. Credit card approval requirements vary widely, and generally, the better the credit score, the more you'll get approved, the higher the initial credit limit will be. Okay, super prime credit limits. The average credit limit for new super prime credit cards accounts are, okay, so that's talking about something totally different. So we were trying to figure out what is the amount of credit you requested is too high. Okay, so let's say someone who makes $50,000 a year applying for a $5,000 credit limit or credit, which that would be 10%. 10%. So I'm not quite sure what they might have their own special requirements. Another thing that we need to watch out for when we consider this is having enough history and activity with credit cards. So I know that credit cards are not good, but there is a good way to use a credit card, and it's basically to build your credit. That would be the reason that we want to use a credit card, to build your credit. And then after you build your credit, it'll get more into being a substantial credit score so that you can go on and get loans for your house, for your vehicles, for your business, and different things like that, your businesses and different things like that. So if you have a credit card and you are using it, it should be specifically to make your credit score go higher. So if you're going to pay, you're not going to go shopping with your credit card, but if you're going to have a $5,000 credit card and every month you pay your mortgage with your $5,000 credit card, your mortgage is $1,000 per month. After they pay, and you use the Pay Your Rent app to pay your rent or your mortgage, and they automatically report that you've paid it to the three national credit bureaus. So you'll use that app to pay your rent, your mortgage, or whatever you have to pay. They're going to be reporting that you're paying it on time. That will help your credit out. If you have not watched the video that I have for payyourrent.com, go ahead and click on it. I will try to link it here. It will also be in the description box below to tell you how to raise your credit score just by paying your rent and just by paying your mortgage and stuff like that. So check out that video. It'll be listed for you. So you're raising your credit score in that aspect, and then you're raising your credit score by charging no more than a third of your limit, your credit limit on that credit card. So that means if you have $9,000, that means you cannot charge any more than $3,000 on that card in order to stay in the good standings with the credit bureau. They do not want to see you using more than a third of your available credit. So you pay your mortgage every month or your rent every month with that card, and then you automatically send them a money order. You already have the money order, or you click on your bank account app and you automatically send them a check and have the bank to go ahead and cut the check and mail it out for you. See, I'm with a Randolph Brooks Federal Credit Union, and on the app there, they have where you can actually send out checks. Also, if you're with Chime Bank, which is Bancorp, you can also send out checks from your Chime account absolutely free. You can also do that with Wells Fargo, okay? Those are banks that will automatically send checks out for you. As soon as you pay that rent or that mortgage or whatever, you're having them to send out a check to go ahead and cover that balance. Now, you do want the balance to stay on your card for like a week or two, but that doesn't mean that you can't schedule the bank to send that money out. You can have that money transferred. You can transfer that money for your mortgage or your rent into another account, click on that account, and have the bank to automatically send a check from that account. So that money is not useful to you any longer, but it is ready for the credit card company to collect their money, You're going to pay it before it's due. You will not pay any interest. You'll just pay what you swipe for. Your credit utilization rate will allow your credit score to go up. Plus, you're paying your rent or your mortgage or your land fees or whatever with the payyourrent.com app. So that's helping your credit score. Everything you're doing is making your credit score look better. So you can turn the situation around really, really super duper fast. So as a recap, I have told you about Acorns, which is an investment app. Click on the link in the description box below for the video that tells you all about Acorns. Acorns is sponsoring Lending Club, which is offering you $50 towards your investments in your portfolio if you sign up and qualify and get a $5,000 loan, which you do not have to keep. You do not have to keep, but for so long in order for your $50 investment to go through. That's something that we would have to dig into a little more. How long does it take for you to get your $50? That's something that we will definitely dig into so that we can know these things, because I know folks like me would just want to go and get that money, get the loan, get the money, and give them back the loan. But give them back the loan after about 2 or 3 months, just so that I can build my credit history with that lender. So yeah, I will figure out the details on that, because I think that is going to be useful information. How long do you have to keep the loan? That would be something I'd like to know. It says that it's a quick and easy process in order to do the whole loan thing. The first step is apply in minutes. Let us know how much you'd like to borrow and a bit about yourself. Number 2, choose your loan. Basically, you'll pick the loan that fits your monthly payment and interest preferences from the options that they provide for you. And the third thing you do is get the money deposited. Your loan is automatically deposited into the account you choose. You won't even have to move from your favorite chair. So they automatically deposit the money for you. Now, what the Lending Club community is saying, okay, these are some references that they have listed on their website. These 3 people, Amber, Deb, and T, they provided them with a 5-star. Now, Amber said that it's super easy to apply and site easy to navigate. She said the Lending Club application process was super simple to complete. They were great about the response time, and the website was easy to navigate. I was able to pay off some bills and save some money on interest, allowing to plan for our kids' college. Now, Deb, she said basically Deb wanted to consolidate her debts in one payment. And she said, great interest rate and easy to apply. It was easy to apply, notified of loan in timely manner, and was kept updated of process. I'm using the loan to pay off credit cards, and I had a higher interest rate. And now I will have one monthly bill to pay, which is a lower interest rate. Thanks. Now, T from Littleton, Colorado, he wanted to consolidate his high interest rate debt. He said, so easy. Now, this was one of the more specified loan processes we've ever gone through. The rates were great and the process smooth. What else could you ask for? Thank you for lending us the funds needed to consolidate some high debt. So, they do have some positive feedback on their website. I wanted to provide you guys with the information. There's a free $50 out there waiting for you. It has your name on it. If you were going to apply for a loan anyway, you might as well get $50 invested into your future while you're doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to thumbs up, leave positive comments, and subscribe if you like what you hear. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Links will be in the description box below.